When you practice like this, you can face whatever way is convenient, but in the actual practice, you should face east direction always. Because the earth is always rotating east, it's never turned other ways. So when you're breathing in, think that all the energy in the world coming into this body, as you're facing east, the power of the earth that is generating from the rotation, it can come to be absorbed in this body. So as you're breathing in, think the power is filling your body. And when the body, when the breathing is filled to the max, the body would need to exhale naturally. So as the body exhales, think that all the unsupportive, anything toxic, bad qualities, anything that you want to release, let it go with the out breath. So first, all the energies of the world coming, filling the body with the in-breath. With the out-breath, all the unsupportive, all the negativity, all the bad things, leave it out, leave the body with the out-breath. So do it again. The power of the world coming to the max. And all the negativities release. So the third time, the powers of the world filling the body. The negativities are being released. So fourth, the power of the world coming into the body. So releasing the negativities. Fifth, the power of the world filling the body up. The negativity is being released. Sixth, the power of the world is filling up the body. And the negativity is released with the out-breath. 7, power of the world is filling up the body. And the negativity is being released. 8, the power of the world is filling up the body. Negativity is being released. 9, the body is filling up with the power and energy of the world. And negativity is releasing. 10, the power of the world is filling up this body. And the negativity is being released. So after 10 times, it's complete. All the power of it's now stored inside his body, and all the negativity that which is not supportive has been released. So now we don't leave the breathing alone. So the next one is to make a fist with your right hand. So leave the hand right next to you, next to your body, right next to your body, and then make a fist. Don't worry about the breathing. กำแรงๆเหรอคะ So tighten your fist as powerfully as you can. And think that the power of all the world powers in your right fist. And then release temporarily to make the fist again. For the second time, the power of the world is in this fist. And let go and you release the fist. Third time, all the power is in the world is filling up this fist. ค่ะค่ะ3แล้วค่ะ4 and then release, and then the fourth time make a fist again, think the same thought. All the power in the world is filling up this right fist, and release. Fifth time, the power of the world is filling up this fist, this hand. Release. Sixth, all the power of the world is filling up the hand, and release. Seventh, the power of the world is filling up this hand, and then release. 8, the power of the world is filling up this hand. And 9, the power of the world fill up this hand. Release. 10, the power of the world fill up this hand. Release. Now change to the left. Make the fist the same way. So the first time, the power of the world is filling up this left fist. Release. The second time, the power of the world fill up this left fist. Release. Third, the power of the world fill up this left hand. Release. Fifth, the power of the world fill up this hand and release. Fifth, the power of the world fill up this hand and release. Sixth, the power of the world fill up this hand and release. 7, the power of the world fills up this hand and release. 8, the powers of the world fills up this hand and release. 9, the powers of the world fill up this hand, release. 10, powers of the world fill up this hand, release. So we're done with the hands. So now we put aside the work we've done earlier about the breathing in the hand. So now we're practicing to cultivate light body. Help us be able to walk fast. If you have to walk against the gravity, like hiking up the mountain, your body will feel light as if you have no weight. And it helps dispel laziness in the body. And help us to be diligent instead.
พลังจิตสูงขึ้น
Help to cultivate and elevate the mental power.
ไปยกตัวเองนึกว่าเรายกตัวลอยขึ้น
So now we're gonna lift our body. Think that as we're doing this, we think we lift the body so the body is now floating.
หนึ่งก้มลงถึงพื้น
So first, bend down to the floor.
ยกตัวลอยขึ้น
And use your hand to lift up your body up and up and up until it's as high as possible above your head.
สองก้มลงถึงพื้น
Second time, bend down to the floor.
ยกตัวลอยขึ้น
Lift the body, feel the lightness of the body and lift it up above the head.
สามก้มลงถึงพื้น
So third time, bend down to the floor.
ยกตัวลอยขึ้น
Lift the body up higher and higher and higher until it cannot go any higher.
สี่ก้มลงถึงพื้น
So fourth, going down to the floor.
ยกตัวลอยขึ้นสูง
Lift the body higher and higher and higher until it can go no more.
ห้าก้มลงถึงพื้น
Fifth, bend to the floor.
ยกตัวลอยขึ้นสูง
So lift the body until it's lift high until it can go no more.
หกก้มลงถึงพื้น
Sixth, bend down to the floor.
ยกตัวลอยขึ้นสูง
Lift the body higher and higher until it can go no further.
เจ็ดก้มลงถึงพื้น
Seventh, bend down to the floor.
ยกตัวลอยขึ้นสูง
Lift the body higher and higher and higher until it go no more.
แปดก้มลงถึงพื้น
Eight, bend to the floor.
ยกตัวลอยขึ้นสูง
Lift the body higher and higher until it can go no more.
เก้าก้มลงถึงพื้น
Nine, bend to the floor.
ยกตัวลอยขึ้นสูง
Lift the body up and up until it can go no more.
สิบก้มลงถึงพื้น
Ten, bend down to the floor.
ยกตัวลอยขึ้นสูง
Lift up until it can go no more.
นี่จับยกระบอกสุดท้ายยกโลก
So the next so now we're done with the making the light body. So next we're gonna lift the world. So it would maybe helpful to find an object in your hand to lift up. And
เราเลือกเราอยู่บนอากาศ
imagine you're standing in the space.
ใหม่ๆก็ยังนึกว่าอยู่บนพื้น
So at the beginning you may still feel like you're standing on the floor.
งานเข้าประทานดีฝ่ายดีนึกว่าอยู่บนอากาศ
But if you keep imagining it, eventually your upadana, your imagination will help make you feel like you're really standing in the space.
ก้มลงยกโลกปลาลอยขึ้นสูงสุด
So we bend down and we will lift up this object that we represent the earth and lift it up until you cannot go any higher.
หนึ่งก้มลงถึงพื้น
So first bend down to the floor.
ยกโลกลอยขึ้นสูง
Lift the world up until it can go no higher.
สองก้มลงถึงพื้น
Second time, bend down to the floor.
ยกโลกลอยขึ้นสูง
Lift up the world until it can go no higher.
สามก้มลงถึงพื้น
Thirdly, bend down to the floor.
ยกโลกลอยขึ้นสูง
And lift up the earth until it can go no higher.
สี่ก้มลงถึงพื้น
Bend down to the floor.
ยกโลกลอยขึ้นสูง
Lift the world up until it can go no higher.
ห้าก้มลงถึงพื้น
Six, bend down to the floor.
ยกโลกลอยขึ้นสูง
And lift up the earth until it can go no higher.
หกก้มลงถึงพื้น
Six, bend down to the floor.
ยกโลกลอยขึ้นสูง
Lift the earth until it can go no higher.
7ต้องลงถึงพื้น
7, bend down to the floor.
ยกโลกเราขึ้นสูง
Lift the earth until it can go no higher.
8ต้องลงถึงพื้น
8, bend down to the floor.
ยกโลกเราขึ้นสูง
Lift the earth until it can go no higher.
9ก็ลงถึงพื้น
9, bend down to the floor.
ยกโลกเราขึ้นสูง
Lift the earth until it can go no higher.
10ก็ลงถึงพื้น
10, bend down to the floor.
ยกโลกเราขึ้นสูง
Lift the earth up until it can go no higher.
จบแล้วนั่งลงที่ดาบทิ้งโลกไปแล้ว
Then you can let go of the earth.
เวลาทำยืนอย่างเดียวหลวงพ่อทำในห้องน้ำถ้าทำข้างนอกก็นึกว่าอิสระ
คุณพระเป็นว่าอิสระ
หลวงพ่อท่านสลับเลย ไม่เห็น
Luang Por practice this in the bathroom every morning. And the reason why it has to be in the bathroom, because if other people see me do this, they think I'm a Muslim doing a prayer. The newspaper may have a good time trying to make me Christianity or Muslim.
สิ่งที่อัศจรรย์มากเมื่อทำแล้วผ่านไป3 ปีกำลังมหาศาล
What's amazing about this practice is that after 3 years of practice, the body starts to accumulate great strength, like great power, amazing amount of power.
24 ชั่วโมงนอนไม่เกิน2 ชั่วโมง
In a 24 hours period, I could get by with only 2 hours of sleep.
ทำงานทั้งวัน
I worked all day.
ตอนอยู่สุราษฎร์เขาถามว่าหลวงพ่ออยู่ได้อย่างไรเดินทั้งวันทั้งคืน
When I lived in Surat Thani province in southern Thailand, people asked me, how did I do it? Because they saw me out walking around the forest at night.
ไม่นอน9 ปีอยู่ได้ยืนเดินนั่งไม่นอน9 ปีอยู่ได้
There was a period of 9 years where I only sit, walk, and stand up. I did not lie down for all these 9 years, and I still managed to live.
แข็งแรง
Did not lie down for 9 years.
ทำให้เราอยู่ปกติตลอด
This practice helped strengthen my health, so I could live just like normal people without sleep.
เมื่ออยู่ถ้ำเสือจังหวัดกระบี่ตอนนั้นผ่านไป10 ปีแล้วที่โคราช10 ปี9 ปีเต็มแล้วไม่นอน
So there's a full 9 years where I did not lie down.
ทำให้สมองดีความคิดดีทุกอย่าง
So this practice helped keeping the brain active and alert, keeping the brain, the body as well active and alert, and so keep all the part of the body healthy.
คนถ้ำเสือสงสัยว่ากลางคืนหลวงพ่อเดินกลางคืนดีจึงจะเลิกเดินมาที่รักธรรม
And 10 years later, I moved to Wat Tham Sua. People in Wat Tham Sua will notice also that I walked all night until 4 o'clock in the morning, which is the time to ring the bell for the monastics' daily activities to start.
กลางวันรับแขกทั้งวัน
And during the day, I had to greet and meet all these people who came to the monastery to see me.
ยังต้องร่างกายต้องเข้าหัวบนอีกประมาณ
And then, during the day when they come, I also need to lift up my staff and give them blessing.
คนบริการช่วยหลวงพ่อยกส่งของให้และช่วยจัดคิวให้มาทีละคนคนที่บริการ4-5 คนหนีหมดแล้วยังเหลือแต่หลวงพ่อทุกวัน
So normally I start the day. There will be a few students with me to help organize the people who came in so that they'll be in line, and there will be a few people to help pass all the stuff that I give away to people who and oftentimes just after a few hours those helpers were all gone. They couldn't stand it any longer, and at the end I'll be working alone by myself. So in the southern Thailand it's really hot and humid, and there's a stream of people ไว้บนเก้าอี้ข้างๆนู้นนะพี่เก้าอี้มีSo before it's really hot and humid, it's not comfortable. So after a few hours even before lunchtime, all my helper, my assistant were gone. ครับ
Me at a long time I do massage, right? I get up in the morning, I do not like this, there's only like this. Then I practice, it's gone. Get up in the morning, do massage, right? I get up, only like this. Then I miss him, and I'm good, and this one is gone. You can do 2 weeks, you can see it.
พี่สุพรบอกว่าเขาเคยตื่นมาแล้วเขากำมือไม่ได้ตอนเช้าเพราะว่ามันเจ็บเพราะเขานวดเยอะไงคะพอฝึกของหลวงพ่อหายเลย
I want to ask a few questions about practice because I tried to practice this last year. When we're imagining picking up ourselves in space, I wasn't sure if I should imagine like picking up a little version of me. Or like, because I was confused how to pick myself up over my And I have another question.
เขามีคำถามหลายคำถามค่ะเดี๋ยวเอาอันแรกก่อนคือเขาพยายามฝึกเดินลมปานของหลวงพ่อเนี่ยแล้วคือเวลายกตัวเองขึ้นเนี่ยมันกำลังสงสัยว่าต้องคิดว่ายกตัวเองทำให้ตัวเองตัวเล็กๆอยู่ในมือแล้วยกขึ้น It's okay anything any form of yourself is fine
My other question is when I'm picking up the world, should I imagine it's like really light, like so strong, or that it's really heavy and I'm like,
คือเขาบอกว่าเวลายกโลกเนี่ยค่ะควรจะแบบจินตนาการว่าโลกมันเบาแล้วเพราะว่าเขาแข็งแรงมากโลกเลยเบายกง่ายนิดเดียวหรือว่าจะเอาแบบเอาโลกหนักๆแล้วต้องยกแบบอึดจริงๆ Said the first one the making the world light is fine and easy to lift.And if you want to imagine that the world is heavy and it's a hard work, that's okay too, but then it become difficult for you. And you'll be tired afterward.
And I think you said before, if you're like don't have much time, you can just do 3 of each. Is that correct?
คือถ้าไม่มีเวลาเขาจำได้ว่าหลวงพ่อบอกว่าถ้าไม่มีเวลาดูวันละ3 ทีก็ได้นะคะ Yes ค่ะ
ถ้าเวลาน้อยเอา1ก็แล้วหายใจเข้าก็ลงเข้าทั้งโลกหายใจออกไปกำมือข้างขวาทั้งโลกวางเอา1 2 1ก่อนเลยคือสิ่งละ1
If you don't have time you can even do one breathing in one filling the hand with power each and all the set but just one
If the imaging is very powerful, you try yourself. If you don't imagine it, you stay in the space. You can feel the heavy in your body. But if you imagine you stay in the space, it's so different. And the imaging is very important.
พี่สุพรบอกว่าจินตนาการสำคัญมากค่ะคือว่าต้องนึกว่าเราอยู่บนในอวกาศจริงๆจะได้รู้สึกร่างกายมันเบา
ที่เป็นไปได้มี4 อย่าง อุปทานที่เป็นไปได้มี4อย่าง
So there's 4 possibility of อุปทานในแง่นี้หมายความว่ายังไงคะคิดเอา So there's 4 possibility ฮะ
ยึดเอาจิต
ฮะค่ะ So imagination the 4 possibility of the mind mental manifestation
ข้อแรกคนกลัวผีไม่เคยเห็นผีอุปทานสร้างผีเต็มหมดหลังเลยไม่ว่าพลังตามด้วยและกลัวจริงด้วย
And this mental manifestation in Pali word we also use the word upadana which is attachment and clinging because you cling to an idea and make it real. So people who has imagination that there's ghost, then they manifest ghosts. Like the ghost may not be there, but they imagine that oh, there's ghosts on the roof, on the ceiling, behind me, and then the fear become real.
อยากรู้ว่าใครกลัวผีมากกว่าใคร
ค่ะ
ทดสอบกลางคืนนั่งอยู่คุยเรื่องนึงไปก่อนเลยมาคุยเรื่องผีนี่พอคุยเรื่องผีน่ากลัวอะไรลงแค่จะดุ้งลง
So I tested this theory out. So at night, I have a few groups of people talking, and at first we start talking late at night about something else, and then eventually we switched to the ghost story. So once we started talking about ghost story, any sound in the room, everybody's jumped up. And the most fearful one trying to huddle and sit in the middle. And if anyone touched them, they jumped up thinking that maybe they were tapped by ghosts. So there was ghosts everywhere. When they go to the toilet at night in the dark in Thailand, it was really scary. So they asked their friend to go with them and wait in front of the room of the toilet. So someone went to the bathroom 3 times only to pee once. And when asked why, he said, well, I was about to pee, but then I heard a noise in front. I jumped and all the desire to pee was gone. It turned out that my friend sneezed. So the second one is afraid of being killed or hurt or harmed. Somehow the upadana, the imagination, it came up that someone is trying to kill the person. So then that creates the anxiety. And then the third kind is the people who like to have the imagination that, whenever he or she hears that anyone was ill in whatever illness, like the person has this illness or disease, then the imagination thought, oh, maybe I have that disease too. Oh, she coughed. Oh, I still have a cough. Maybe I have bronchitis as well. Hmm. แล้วเกิดผลยังไงหรือเปล่าคะเป็นจริงไหมไม่ดีนะค่ะ so and if the person see anyone die of any disease then the mind start thinking well maybe I would die with the same disease so this kind of worry is not helpful ไม่มีความสามารถคนเหมือนเราทำได้มันเบรกตัวเองเอาไว้ไม่ได้ทำอะไรได้ค่ะอันนี้3หรือ4คะหลวงพ่อso the third one the mind the imagination thinks that oh I can't do this I can't do that so and so can do it, but not me. For some reason, I don't have that ability like others. And those are also, then those thoughts become the blockage that the person blocked themselves to not being able to move forward and accomplish things that they otherwise could.
ไม่ไว้ใจใครไม่ไว้ใจเพื่อนไม่ไว้ใจผีไม่ไว้ใจทุกเรื่องในโลกนี้แล้วมันก็เป็นไปทั้งหมด
So the last one, the fourth one is they don't distrust everyone. Don't distrust their friend, distrust their family, distrust anyone in the world, feeling like they're out to get them. ไอ้ขี้ระแวงนี่ภาษาอังกฤษจะใช้คำว่าอะไรคะ? They're paranoid, basically.